Hi, everyone. Welcome back to I Am Paris. My guest today is a multiple award-winning, multi-talented singer and songwriter who's generated tens of billions of streams and has achieved over 250 million global single sales with dozens of multi-platinum and platinum certifications. He's also a good friend of mine. Please welcome Jason Derulo.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Yes.
Thank you for having me, Paris.
So today we're going to be talking about the past. Let's go down memory lane and talk about major moments in your past that made you the icon that you are today.
So I call these like pinch yourself moments. And these moments are moments where I feel like my life kind of took a massive turn. One being when I got signed, J.R. Rodham was this big producer, and
I know him. I did my first album with him.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did do your first album.
I love him.
So talented. What year was that? Is that like 2006?
Around that time, yeah.
Yeah, so he flew me out to Los Angeles. I was 18 at the time. I was 2008. And I had to move my whole life to Los Angeles. He gave me $40,000. I had to figure out what I was going to do with this $40,000 because I had to move my life to Los Angeles. So I take the first 20, obviously, buy a car. Worst idea of all time. I took half of my money and I bought this car. It was a SC 430 Lexus convertible. I was moving to Los Angeles, palm trees, great weather. As soon as I get to Los Angeles, weather sucks. There's no sun. It's just cold as hell all the time. Top was always up. Now this car is one of those cars that when the top is not down, the shit is kind of ugly, if I'm being honest. So it took away all of the allure of me having a nice car. It wasn't that nice with the top up. Anyway, I actually had to get a place to live. So it was me and my cousin moving down, my cousin Henry. And I find this place on Sunset and Vine. It's a beautiful, beautiful condominium and way too expensive for me. And my mom was like, "What are you doing? You only have $25,000 left. How are you going to afford this?" It was like $5,000-$6,000 at the time. And I was like, "Mom, I know I can't afford it." She was like, "So what are you doing?" I was like, "That's the reason why I got it, because I can't afford it." And she's like, what are you talking about? I was like, if I can't afford it, then I have to figure out a way to afford it. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to do that. Now, I wouldn't recommend anybody do this because I think that was the dumbest shit that I've ever done. But honestly, I made it happen, and that was like the one of the big turning points in my life. When I got here to Los Angeles, I created a routine for myself. And then I, made all of these songs. And What You Say was a song that I actually worked on for Sean Kingston, as well as a song called Replay, mm-hmm. which ended up going to another artist. But Sean Kingston turned down What You Say. And we were kind of like, damn, well, this could probably be my first single. So 2009, that's when my life changed. Released that song, became the #1 song in the world. Another moment like that was when I broke my neck in 2013, I believe it was. And
so scary.
Yeah,
oh my gosh,
it was crazy.
How did that happen?
So I was getting ready for my world tour, and I was working with this trainer, and he was like, "Today we're gonna work on endurance. So I need you to do these back tucks back to back to back." He had me doing like 50 back tucks back to back, which is another one of the worst ideas somebody's ever had. So I slipped during one of the back tucks and I landed on my head, breaking my C2 vertebrae.
Oh my goodness.
And I went from having all the reins in my life and being in control of my life to not having any kind of control at all. Not being able to tie my shoes, not being able to take a shower myself. And that was the first time in my life where I feel like I just had no control. Again, I created a routine for myself where I woke up in the morning, went to the gym and walked. I walked for about 45 minutes a day. And then I spent hours and hours within the studio. But same time, same places every single day. And that's when I wrote my most successful album, the Talk Dirty album, which had Talk Dirty, Other Side, Marry Me, Wiggle, like all kinds of hits off that album. And it's because I created a routine. So it's like a common thing in my life when I'm able to like really follow a routine, amazing things happen.
How long were you recovering?
7 months.
7 months.
Yeah.
I love that album, but
Thank you.
that is crazy.
Yeah, it was a wild, wild time in my life for sure, for sure.
In that moment that it happened, what were you thinking? Like everything?
Yeah, so as soon as it happened, I heard a big crack and I was just like, holy shit, like, is this it? Like, is this how it all ends? And all the thoughts that you could imagine are going through my head at the time. And I remember thinking to myself, oh shit, my mom is in the car waiting for me outside. And I did not want to scare her. I didn't want to alarm her. So after 5 minutes of laying on the ground, I got myself together and walked to the car, like holding my neck just like this. And then I'm like, Mom, I think I hurt myself a little bit in the car, like with that kind of like bright voice. I think I hurt myself a little bit inside. We should probably go to the hospital just to check it out. Now every single bump feels like hell on earth. Like I'm just dying in that passenger seat. But I don't want to let her know that. Get to the hospital and they take all these x-rays and whatnot. And then the doctor was like, well, I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is that you have a hangman's break, which is the same break that, happens when you get hung. And you're still alive, that this could have ended up way crazier, paralyzed or worse. And he said, that's the good news, that you're still here with us and you can move all your limbs. The bad news is you're going to be out for 7 months. So I had this tour set up. It was the biggest tour of my life at that point, and instantly heartbroken. I had to let all these people down. I know how much this means to people. People save their money, their hard-earned money, and they want to be a part of this experience. And all of a sudden, all of that shit was down the drain.
I can't imagine how scary that would have been.
Yeah, crazy.
Well, you wrote your first song when you were 8 years old. Can you remember the very first song that you wrote and what was it about?
Yeah, so I wrote my song Crush on You when I was 8, and I wrote it because there was this girl, Amy Hume, that sat right in front of me. And Amy had my heart, Amy was the one. And I didn't have any money. I didn't have anything to give her. So I was like, let me write a song for her. And, maybe she'll give me the time of day. And go in, to the into my lab, so to speak, which was the kitchen. And I start writing this song down and get really excited. The next day I have this song written down for her and go to like sing it for her. And I was like, I'll try again tomorrow. I'm too nervous. Go again the next day, didn't do it. Never sang her the damn song. But it ended up being the beginning of my journey of songwriting.
Did she ever know that you wrote it about her?
No, Amy, if you're out there, maybe you were the one. You were the one that got away when I was 8.
Yes.
Everybody got a soulmate. That would be a damn shame if Amy was the one. Like, damn, God, you wanted me to meet at 8 years old? Damn.
Maybe she's listening to this.
With 9 kids.
With songwriting, do you start with lyrics or melody or a concept when you're writing?
I do like a freestyle. So I start with a concept. So I'll think of a concept. I got a bunch of concepts written in my phone already. So when I'm on the elevator or something, I think of a concept, or wherever I am, I think of concepts. I jot them down in my phone. So I'll start with a concept and then I'll freestyle on the mic with that concept in mind. And I'll do like 12 different takes, and then I'll choose like the best verse. I'll choose the best pre-hook. I'll choose the best hook. And then I go back and I decode everything.
What's one of your favorite songs you've ever written?
I think Take You Dancing is one of my favorite songs that I've ever done. As well as Want to Want Me.
I love that song. It's one of my favorites.
Thank you.
So I have so many sick remixes of it as well.
Oh, for real?
People love it. Yeah.
Come on, share the wealth.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Man.
They're sick. I love them. So over the years, you've collaborated with many incredible artists, including Snoop Dogg, Nicki Minaj, Demi Lovato, Michael Bublé, Lil Wayne, our dear friend Megan Trainor. What do you enjoy most about collaborations?
I like having different energy in the room. You know, I kind of put it in the same category as playing sports, you know, with people that you like or admire. You know, it's like having a good time with somebody else that you respect. They bring a different energy. And to be honest, it's just a lot of fun, you know? So even in the songwriting process, I like collaborating with people. I like collaborating with people that don't necessarily have a lot of accolades, people that are learning. I like all kinds of collaborations. So I really mix it up. So from artists to different producers to different songwriters, the collaboration process is really fun to me. And the creation process is really special to me. So, you know, it's kind of like sometimes like it gets as deep as like I'll invite my brother in and it's like, yo, let's just have some fun.
Yeah.
Because it really is a thing that I really enjoy doing. You know what I'm saying? So like when somebody else would invite their family members to come and have a drink, I might invite my family members to come have a drink in the studio and let's just vibe. But I know how to take the reins, so to speak, and still make an amazing song with all the different ideas in the room, because you'll be surprised. Like some people will have some like really, really interesting ideas, especially coming from a consumerist perspective. Because a lot of times creatives can get in their head a little too much and shit becomes just way too creative and it just loses the consumer. So I like to have regular energy sometimes.
Test it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Who is one of your favorite people that you ever worked with?
Different people for different reasons. So I think Snoop,
Love him.
very, very chill, very fun, you know, person that just constantly telling jokes and just, you know, really down to earth. So I like Snoop from that perspective. I think Nicki, from a different perspective, I think she's just really a hard worker. She has gotten everything in her life because she's the hardest worker in the room, you know. And sometimes you'll do a collaboration with somebody and they don't know what to do after the collaboration. They don't know how to push the song further next. And Nicki is someone that has just gonna roll up her sleeves and like join the fight with you, you know, as opposed to it just being my song, it became our song, you know what I'm saying? And same thing with Michael Bublé. I feel like he, for Spicy Margaritas, just like, you know, just totally was like, yo, like, let's go for gusto. This is our song. Let's get it to everybody, you know? And he just really rolled up his sleeves and made it about us and made it about the record. And I also just have the best time in the world. I think Michael probably became one of my best friends from an artist perspective that I've ever experienced.
Yeah, they're all so amazing, so talented.
Yeah,
I love Snoop. He's so much fun. We've been friends for so many years.
Yeah, and I mean Megan has become close to me and also my family. My son goes to her house 3 times a week for daycare. She has like a little thing going on at her house. So my family is really close to her, and I am as well.
I love her so much.
It's the sweetest.
She's so much fun. I can't wait for her LA show.
Yeah, for sure.
She's hot, killing it. Are there any artists that you haven't worked with yet, but you would love to collaborate with in the future?
You know, I look at collaborations like an extension of the creative, right? So I think every song is different. And sometimes I'll finish a song and I'll be like, damn, I feel like it needs something, like it's missing something. And a lot of times that's how a collaboration will happen. So it's not necessarily like I have anybody in mind that I'm like, you know, got to do a collaboration with this person. I think every song has its place for a different artist.
Nice.
Yeah. But I definitely think we need to do something together.
Yeah, I would love that. Let's do it.
For sure.
So I want to wrap up with one final question.
Mm-hmm.
You've had so many amazing career highlights. What is the one thing that you're especially proud of?
I'd say the thing that I'm most proud of is that that I've been able to stand the test of time. I think there's a lot of artists that come and go, and I think it would be the saddest thing in the world to have get to live my dream and then all of a sudden it goes away.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that I get to go into the studio and make new material that people will actually still listen to, I think is the greatest part of what I accomplished. The fact that I was able to do it for this amount of time, being in the industry for 15 years, that honestly, it doesn't even sound like it's a reality, but being in the industry for so long and getting to do the thing that I love to do most, I think is really, really special. And when I go out on tour, every show is bigger than the last show. There's more people at every tour as I get older, and I think that's really, really special. So I would say the longevity aspect, and I'm doing this Vegas residency now, which is also another crazy thing because I've always dreamed about having my own residency in Las Vegas, and that being like just my own space. The fact that I get to go up there and put on a show is really special to me.
I can't wait to come see it.
Yeah, y'all gotta come through.
Yeah, let's talk about that on the next episode. We're going to catch up what's happening now. So stay tuned for the next episode of I Am Paris.